Guys, what are some of your special Christmas meals? What is that one thing that you eat mainly on Christmas or only on Christmas Day?
Jollof.
Jollof. Are we going to get into this jollof thing right now, or
The jollof is better on Christmas.
I know.
Hello, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. It is a chit chat and I have guests with me. I have two guests, they're also YouTubers. We are going to be talking about Christmas in countries in Africa versus Christmas in Italy. So I'm going to let my guests introduce themselves, and of course I'm going to leave their channel names down on the screen so that you go ahead and follow them after you watch this video. First of all, I'll start with the lovely Linda. Some of you have seen her on my channel. Linda, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Linda Tina from Linda Tina TV, and yeah, I'm a Ugandan living in Milan.
Is that all?
Is that all? What more do you want to know? I've been living in Italy for almost 10 years now.
Okay, you've had some Christmases in Italy and then some.
Plenty.
Okay, fantastic. Moving on to my second guest is the lovely Joel. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you for having me here. My name is Adejo Everlasting from Nigeria, and my YouTube channel name is Everlasting Diet. I've been in Italy as well for kind of like 8 years.
Ooh.
8 years?
Yeah, kind
Just
of.
like me, 8 years, yes. So the first question to both of you is, what is your favorite Christmas childhood memory? What are those things that you used to do as a child that reminded you so much of Christmas that you will never forget and you keep, in your memory? I'll start with you.
I think getting gifts.
Oh yeah?
I mean, when we were young, we have our parents buy us gifts. We have Christmas shoes, Christmas clothes. So everybody's always looking forward for Christmas. We're just expecting the gifts, and I don't know if we call it anko. Anko in Nigeria is where you have same kind of clothes.
You did that as well.
So I'm always looking forward to that. Yes, this year we are getting our Christmas shoes.
Yeah.
Every Christmas, new shoes. So.
Nice.
Mine is also related to yours. For us, it was the new clothes, because Christmas, you're getting new clothes, and then you go to church. Obviously, it's a big day in church that day.
Yeah.
So you're looking forward to see what everyone is wearing, because the new clothes, and then church is also more exciting. There's more praise and worship. There's decor. I love the Christmas carols so much. So for me, that's a memory that I hold very close to my heart.
I think mine is not different from you both, but because I have sisters, we used to also wear the same clothes. But they used to be like my mom. We used to call them tantakana. They're like big tule dresses. Like they've got a big net, like a princess, really tiny up here, and then like a huge net.
I remember tantanta.
Every Christmas. And then sometimes I would wear a hat. Usually, I don't know why my mom usually bought dresses with hats. And then the hats used to have a string here.
So that you don't lose it. So that it stays on.
And then I used to like going to church, of course, to show it off during Sunday school, taking the reading, making different, trips to the bathroom so that everybody can see my new dress. And I would take my sisters with me so that they would know that we have the same, that we are related. Also, for Christmas, usually we went to church every Sunday. But for Christmas Day, Mom gave us more than what she used to give us for offertory. So if she used to give us a coin of 100 Ugandan shillings every Sunday, for Christmas she'd give us like 500 shillings.
So it was a big deal.
So it was such a big deal for me to show everybody how much money my mom had given me to put in the box, in the offertory box, and that was very special. Then also we used to take a family photo.
Oh yeah.
We used to take
There's
a
also the family
photo.
photo. Yeah.
And
I have some of those. You should tag us in some of those. You should show us one of those.
So a cameraman used to be booked to come home on that day, on Christmas Day, after lunch or right before lunch, after service. And Mom would, parade us somewhere, I don't know, in the compound or in the living room, and we would take the photo, which would take, I don't know, like a month to be back, but then we took it on that very day, and then she framed it or put it in the album.
That's nice.
It was selected some so I can, show them to you guys. Okay, some of your Christmas family traditions. Linda, I know you've got two because there's a family where you were born and then you also have a family of your own.
Yeah, so we're talking about the traditions here in Italy? Or
we can talk about both.
So I'm married and I have kids here, so obviously we have our own traditions here, and then there are the traditions we used to have back home. To be honest, back home I don't think we really had these very crazy traditions apart from what we talked about, the new clothes and then the food, but we didn't have anything that we do every Christmas. We just knew that it's going to be a long day of eating and dancing and sharing. Here in Italy with my family, with my kids and my husband, we do we go all out on the Father Christmas thing, so we prepare cookies for him the night before and a glass of meal. The kids, go to bed waiting for him, and then in the morning on the day, on the 25th, we open the gifts, and that's a tradition that's very heavy in our family because if that morning doesn't happen, I don't think Christmas ever happened to my children. But back home, to be honest, and now I need to ask my mom, I don't remember us having a very big traditional gift, so mom, what was up with that?
So I think in Nigeria, we don't give gifts like that.
Mm-hmm.
We just have like families and friends come over. It's more like people. I do the same. Go to my friend's house to eat. Then go to another friend's house to eat. So people go to my house to eat. They go to another house to eat. So it's just like eating all around.
Yeah.
But in Italy, it's kind of like different because we all buy gifts and then we exchange gifts.
Do you do that every year with your friends?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. It's a good tradition.
So it's kind of like a gift exchanging. So in Italy, we just go to an Italian family house and we exchange gifts. Everyone exchanges gifts, which is kind of like a beautiful thing. We all eat. We have the grandmother, the grandfather, everyone comes in and we spend the evening together. But this happens mostly on the 24th night, the Christmas Eve, because the 25th we just have breakfast and everything. But in Nigeria, the 24th we have to go to church. The 25th you have to go to church. I mean, what's Christmas without church in Africa? So I really believe the tradition is kind of different. In Italy we have gifts and having dinner and breakfast. But in Africa, church, dinner, church, lunch, and probably the what do you call it?
Say, is it your Nigerian name?
No. I'm trying to remember what it called, like the banga and stuff.
The alcohol?
Fireworks.
Oh, you do
fireworks in Nigeria.
Wow. It's big.
Wow.
That actually makes me think about something. I don't think back in Africa we have a celebration on the 24th. I learned about that here, that some people actually celebrate the Christmas festivities on the 24th.
Yeah.
Back home, are there families that do it on the 24th?
No, in Nigeria we do we call it the Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
It's like the church, the choir, the singing.
On the Eve? Okay.
Also in my church, sometimes the families bring food, like we exchange. So every different
the
family,
night before.
Yeah, every family brings out different kind of snacks and then we exchange it. And then the 25th we go to church in the morning. Then we go back home. Then we start visiting people for food.
My family traditions were a bit different from you guys both. Every 24th, I don't know why, but my mom cooked pork.
Oh, really?
We had pork every 24th and we were actually looking forward to it. So she cooked it in like stew, roasted in different ways. And we always knew, and one of my sisters, actually the youngest, used to say, "Mommy, here we go though, like
where is the pork?
Where is the pork?" And it always happened on the 24th. Not that we used not to have pork the other days, but then like a variety of pork cooked different ways. Every 24th in the evening. That is what we had. And like when you have evening tea, there was pork on the side and it's vegetables, and then that was like the dinner.
So that was your family tradition.
That was our family tradition, yeah.
Do you know where it came from?
I think my mom just made it up.
Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
my mom just made it up. And we used to do that. Which other traditions do we have? Really, the dresses. Our mom used to dress us up to go and actually choose the dresses in town.
So you dress up to go and dress up?
So we would go go because apparently she didn't want to buy us dresses that didn't fit or that didn't match us. So she always dressed us up, and then we went to town, and then we would walk behind her. 3 girls walk behind her and say, "Oh, we like this one. Oh, we like this one." Oh, the one that we all chose is the one that she actually bought for us.
Wow.
Well, that's nice. She gave you a choice, not very African money.
So I must say that that day was very, very exciting. That we always looked forward to the day that we're going to Christmas shop.
So that's like the only day you get to choose. You get what you want.
Because with the African moms, you're what they want.
You get what they give you, like you take what they give you. So I think that was very special. Guys, what are some of your special Christmas meals? What is that one thing that you ate mainly on Christmas or only on Christmas Day?
Jollof.
Jollof. Are we going to get into this jollof thing right now, or
the jollof tastes better on Christmas.
I know.
The Nigerian jollof actually. The Nigerian jollof with a fried turkey tastes better on Christmas. I mean, I think it's kind of different because you eat jollof almost every day and stuff, but then on Christmas it's kind of like a special Christmas jollof. We don't even call it the Nigerian or Ghanaian or anything jollof. It's a Christmas jollof.
Oh. Universal.
You're looking forward to eat that Christmas jollof with fried turkey. It's just everywhere.
Okay. For me, it was chicken. So I don't know about other African countries, but chicken in Uganda is also like a status thing because it costs more than other types of meat. Even meat was a status thing. A family that eats meat every day and eats chicken every day, that's a good family. They're well off. So on Christmas, it was a big deal. You must have chicken. If you didn't have chicken on Christmas, like Christmas didn't happen. So we had lots of chicken, and then you can have more than one piece. You can have more than 2 pieces. So they're like, what? First we're having chicken, but I can even have more than 1 piece. So that was such a big deal. Chicken and meat, but mostly chicken. I don't know how it was in your family, but chicken was kind of a big deal. It was one of those meals you have on Sundays when visitors are around, or yeah. I come from a middle class family, so yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
For us, the meals were not very, very different. I must say, as she mentioned, we used to eat chicken or lots more chicken on that day than any other day. But we used not to have lunch at home. We used to cross over and go to my grandmother's house, which was just across the road. And then there would be like lots of cousins, all the aunties would, come together to cook, and then we would all sit down on, like a round table. Not really round table, we used to just sit down like on a big mat, and the food would be in the middle, and then they'll just serve you, serve them. Everybody serves themselves. That is the only time I think that children are actually allowed to serve themselves, because usually they just hand you a plate of food in my family. But then it used to be really special because then you have almost all the relatives around or all the cousins around.
Yes.
It was very nice. You would eat and eat and eat and eat and play. It was
actually that's the other tradition. That was the time we also got to spend with our cousins. Then if we have cousins who are not Christian, they're looking forward to coming to our house. The Muslim family, they're like, where did you get that in? But just like we look forward to going to your homes for eat. So it was also a time to spend with cousins you haven't seen in a long time, cousins you love. Yeah.
You talked about having fireworks in Nigeria as one of the festivities or a way of celebrating. Are there any other festivities that happen during Christmas in your countries? Yeah, in our countries as well. For example, we have got, let's say, there's everywhere in the streets there's Christmas carols. Mainly, which is not, during any time of the year. I mean, it's a bit decorated, but I would say people go to the villages, for example. How do people celebrate in Nigeria, mainly?
So we have this, there are some people who actually dance around with their traditional drum.
Okay.
So they come to your house, they go to every house, play some music for them, you dance, give them money. So this is actually very, very one of the good things we enjoy. So they just dance around. That's their job. You dance around, play some music for you. You dance 10 minutes, then you give them some money.
That's really nice. That's very
nice. Nice.
I think also we used to before all this drama, We used to have lots of concerts during that time.
Those like the entertainment industry was going crazy during the Christmas
during
season.
the Christmas season. They made a lot of concerts, lots of shows, lots of money. Yeah. Any other festivities in Uganda? Or like a way to celebrate?
No, but the thing you mentioned about going to the villages was a big deal. Like people all went out of town to visit the grannies probably. I don't know, it was such a big deal going out into the villages.
Also like transport fares just
They shot up,
escalated during that season. If it used to cost if it used to cost about, let's say, €1 going from one village to another, it would go up by about 5 times. Because the demand was so high. Everybody, I don't know why. Why did people used to go to the village? To meet with their relatives?
I think it was more about finding the relatives who are already in the village, so the people in the cities would just go back. It's like going back home, basically.
Yeah. Did you put up Christmas trees? What kind of Christmas trees? How was the decor? Because mine is interesting.
I really don't know what they call it. But we always have different kind of things. Like there is a man next to my house. He always put Christmas lights on mango trees. You know how big a mango tree is? That's gonna be like a lot of Christmas tree all around the mango tree. I admire because he lives next to my house.
Would you put lights?
Yeah. So at night you get to see the mango shine.
Nice.
And that's a lot.
You see the right man.
That was a rich man, huh?
That's a lot of like Christmas lights.
Those are very, very Christmas lights.
We have we do the Christmas trees. We do, I don't know what they call it. There's something, I don't know. It's just like a net. It's like Christmas tree, like when you enlarge it, it comes with like different. So we put it around the sitting room, Christmas tree, Christmas light. I am always in charge of the Christmas light. I put the Christmas light. I put the Christmas lights around the shelf. So the Christmas light, and I love the music. So in Nigeria, we have this one that we have different musics. Or different tone, we call it. You just press it and then it keeps doing and I like to design the house anyway, to like decorate the house.
But your family was heavy on the Christmas decoration, like you would put up lots and lots?
Yes. Wow. Especially the 60 room because that's where the guests come.
Okay. We were not so heavy on the decoration around the house, but that tree, it was the size of a big human being. It was so big and would put all kinds of things you can think of. Christmas cards, cotton to give that snow kind of thing. Then the lights would wrap around 1 million lights, so summer lighting, their light. It was, our Christmas tree was popping. It was popping. And funny enough, we never put gifts under the tree.
We do that in Europe.
But to be honest, there were no gifts under the tree. If you're gonna have a gift, you're gonna have a gift like
they hand it to you.
Yeah, but it wasn't under the tree.
You don't find it under the tree.
Yeah.
So I think families in Europe and abroad, they put those trees, they put those gifts to give it out the Christmas Eve normally.
Yeah.
So they put it like from the 1st of the month, then the 24th they give it out. Now I started putting gifts that they are my things anyway.
You gift yourself.
Maybe if I buy some shoes, I'll put them under the tree.
Because
I think it makes the tree look even more.
Yeah.
So what I do now is what I just put my own new shoes, new gifts. I put it under the tree. After the Christmas, I put them back under the dress.
But you see, it's different when you have kids, because I have 2 kids who are 8 and 6. We can't put the gifts there before, because then Santa has to bring them the night before.
Because of that story of Santa.
Yes. So we keep the gifts and oh my god, I hope my kids don't see this because they still believe in Santa for a while. Let's keep that going.
So my Christmas tree was a bit different from these guys. We used to have a natural Christmas tree that we just cut from
Well, ours was natural as well.
We
It
used to
wasn't
cut
these plastic ones out here in Europe. Ours was natural as well.
We used to cut it from our fence. We used to cut it from our fence and then take it directly to the house. And then we used not to have the fancy lights that you guys are talking about.
No.
Which Uganda did you grow up from? Like, you
Really?
guys-
So what? You had no lights and
We
a
had-
tree with no lights?
Let me tell you about my Christmas tree. Mom used to give us money 3 girls, each 1,000 Ugandan shillings. Then it would buy you 10 balloons each. So we would go to the shop and then play a game where you used to win a different size of a balloon.
I know that game.
So you know, let's say
you choose a card.
Yeah, you choose a card, and then when they turn it around, it has a
number.
And I remember this one. So
No way, always happening.
no one ever wins it. Anyway, yeah.
Because there was one, the magic one, you
Exactly.
never win. Yeah.
No,
So the 10 balloons that you would, I don't know, win from this competition or from this game were your balloons. But then you would use them to decorate the house. So we used to take care of these balloons, and we used to blow them by mouth. We would spend like 3 hours trying to blow balloons. And then, you know, when you're young, you don't even have, I don't know, that much air. It used to take us a long time to blow 10 balloons each. And then we would just throw them on the Christmas tree or put them however we wanted. Our mom never really bothered about decorating the house. We just put the balloons wherever we wanted. And then the Christmas tree had other things, for example, Christmas cards that we made from school or that we received from relatives, and a little bit of Christmas balls that she was keeping in a box. But the main thing for us was the balloons. Like, we couldn't wait for the money to go and buy balloons. It used to cost 100 shillings. 100 shillings is like a small coin.
Yeah.
Each was 100 shillings. So she would give us 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, and we would buy 10 balloons. Can you imagine 30 balloons in a living room? And then after Christmas, we had to take care of our balloons that we got. So we would play with the balloons. If you want to give some to your cousins, it was such a big deal to, you know, who pops their balloons first.
Oh yeah?
So I knew that, for example, the pink long one is mine, the big red one round is mine. We really knew our balloons, and it was such a big deal, and it was part of the decor. Also, the Christmas tree didn't really take long. Usually, I think after like 2-3 days, Mom was like, okay, let's put the balloons out. You go start playing with them.
Really? So you didn't have this tradition, I don't know about Nigeria, but in Uganda we had this tradition where you keep the Christmas tree up to the first, and then on the first we would light it. So much for pollution. You didn't have that?
No, we didn't
We would
have
take it out and light it like at midnight.
Actually, we used to like the way it smells. So it was like incense, so we would leave it until like it dries, until whenever we just took the decorations off, and then when it, you know, when the leaves,
So when did you put it down?
whenever the leaves had dried and started falling off.
That's too much of cleaning.
Yeah, and then you just dispose it off.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. We just throw it in the garden. It's really, it smells very nice. That I don't know.
Yeah,
I like
that,
especially when it dries. So yes, that was our Christmas decoration. And
So this thing of burning Christmas trees, I thought everyone did it. You guys did. And you take it out to burn.
no.
So my family was crazy.
So, moving on to Christmas in Italy, since all the three of us have had Christmas in Italy. How and where was your first Christmas in Italy? Linda, do you want to go first?
My first Christmas in Italy. I remember my first Christmas in Italy. So I came to Italy to visit my husband, and we decided to spend that Christmas in Italy together. We didn't have kids yet, but I'm sure all of you have experienced the Italian Christmas. We had a lunch with his whole family, so his cousins and his grandparents and his aunties, which was quite a big family. Not so often that you see very big families here, but there was quite a few people. And we went out of Milan, which is supposed to be like the outskirts, Pavia. That's where they had a very big villa, very big house and a big garden, and we had the Christmas there in one of the places there. What I remember very fondly about this Christmas was how long that lunch was. So we were invited to be there at midday. We were there around midday 30. I'm telling you, and I kid you not, we were there from midday 30 till 6:30 p.m. and we left some people there. I can't tell you how many courses of food we had or how many bottles of wine were there, but the meals kept coming and coming. What I loved about it is how slow they take it. So they're not going to just put all the food there at the same time, which is usually what we do back home. Back home, there's a buffet, and then you're gonna eat until you drop. No, how they did it in Italy, in the family where I was, which is my husband's family, is that they kept bringing the meals one by one, and then they gave you time to talk and chit chat,
Know each other.
get to know each other, have a glass of wine. Some people played even some cards on the table. There were babies going out and coming back. People went out for a smoke, chat outside, come back in, and there's another meal. But it went on and on. I don't know. I can't call it a brunch. I can't call it a lunch. It wasn't a dinner. It was just a full day meal. I later learned that in Italy, this is how these traditional Christmas meals work. I had never been to a Christmas meal from 12 to 6. No. Because even back home, we stayed together the whole day, but not eating the whole day. We eat, and then we dance, we talk. We ate literally the whole day. That was my first Christmas experience in Italy.
How was your first Christmas and where was it in Italy?
If I could remember very well, I think it was in Rome. If I could remember very well, I think I went to the Vatican in the morning. I don't remember very well, but I think the Pope came out with a speech and I just had to go to France and eat lunch. So it was just like a cool, quiet Christmas.
Okay.
Which was in Rome.
What happens at the Vatican on Christmas?
I think, I don't know if the city, the Pope comes out to like 12 in the morning.
Are there people in the square?
Yeah, and it's free to go in, so it's cool.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Well, my first Christmas was a bit different. I didn't have any family. I was a student, and I used to live in the students' residences. Now they told us towards Christmas, like about 2 days to Christmas, that we had to leave because it was headed by the nuns, and they were also going to celebrate with their families. So I had to find somewhere else to stay. They found us another residence where international students were all, staying, the ones that weren't going home. So when I got there, I didn't know anyone, but then met a Ugandan friend there and a Kenyan friend who turned my Christmas around. I actually was very depressed. I didn't think anything would happen. I was just hoping to just rest and sleep and maybe eat something. These guys took me out to pizza. I didn't know that much of Milan. They took me around. It was really, really a nice Christmas. They introduced me to my first church in Italy. It was really nice, but I must say that there was nobody on the streets. Like, it was just the three of us. There was barely anyone. People, I think, were indoors with their families. Also, it was very, very cold. The coldest I've ever felt in, my life. That was my first winter here. And the restaurants were closed. They couldn't, host us. So we just met this, I think they were just sympathetic with us, and it's a kebab place, a Turkish place. And they're like, sorry, we can only deliver your pizza, but we're closed. All the restaurants were closed. Like, there was basically nobody in the streets. Okay, what are those differences between Christmas back home and Christmas in Italy?
The way we celebrate. Gifts,
The food.
gifts in Europe. Party in Africa.
Maybe there is something. So, in both countries, I think it's really a family thing and it's a family day. But I don't know about your families. In my family, the daytime was family day. Then Christmas, after you celebrated with the aunties and the uncles, the evening, we even changed clothes. I'm talking about the adults, and then we go out. Maybe there is a party, maybe there's a concert or something. So it's also a kind of a day to go out. I don't know. Later, like after the whole family thing is done, the adults go out. When we were younger, obviously we were the ones staying at home. But the older people usually go out then after. Some people use that as a day to go out.
That's really nice. I think I ate too much when I used to, live back home. And at the end of the day, I just didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to relax and spend time with family and everybody that had come around to spend time with us. The difference is that maybe because I don't have family here, so for me here is boring. Christmas here is boring, whereas back at home you feel the warmth and all that. Also, of course, the weather makes it 3 times more depressing.
I have family here, but I agree with the boring. There's an energy with the Christmas back home. Here it's too slow.
Yeah.
But I think most of it happens on 24th, the Eve, the Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah?
on the Christmas day here, people just want to relax and have fun.
The other difference is the lights. Here the decoration is so big on the streets, in the shops, everywhere. And back home, I mean, if you can afford to have a Christmas tree in your house, have it. But people barely decorate the outside.
Yeah. Except his neighbor.
Yeah, we barely. I think Christmas is such a good thing in both countries.
Christmas is my favorite holiday of the year.
Me too.
Like that's my favorite holiday.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Christmas.
Me too. Christmas is my favorite holiday of the year. The carols, the energy.
So in Nigeria, we have the Christmas carol as well. You see, the Christmas carol, like you go to church to listen to different kind of music, which are like, which is fun. Even though they don't do that over here, but you still feel it's something. I don't know. It's something you feel. Not even if you are not doing nothing, you just feel the presence of the happiness. That's how it happens to me. Like I just love.
And you don't feel that when you're here.
I do feel it everywhere.
In that, I still feel it.
I
Like for me, it's just a carol when I walk on the streets and I hear "Hide the hair of."
Or you will see Christmas lights. You see the Christmas light. You see the streets. Something just I don't know. It's just something just like living your life. Okay, it's Christmas.
Where would you rather spend Christmas? What do you prefer? Christmas in Italy, Christmas in Uganda? For me, it's obvious Christmas in Uganda because I mean the food, the family, everything. And when I'm here, I'm by myself or visiting friends. It's also nice, but definitely home is best. I would prefer to have Christmas at home.
Don't forget we say over here, they celebrate more the 24th.
True.
What's better thing to do 24th and 25 over there? I mean, if you love the cold, you love the feelings on the street because one thing is that they don't decorate the street of Africa.
I don't really see any decoration.
They don't decorate anything like the street. Even the village here, they decorate the streets. There's a big Christmas tree in the center of every city in Italy. And they don't do that a lot in our back home. But for us, I think in Africa it's more like family time. I think we do that what the Americans call the Thanksgiving. That's what we do as a Christmas day. Everybody just wants to be together, eat, drink, get to know each other, and that's it. And over here, it's like the feeling. So it's like the feeling of the Christmas. Even if they don't celebrate it everywhere, it's the feeling. You go somewhere, you see Christmas, you see the light, you see decoration, so it's the feeling.
Also the dress code changes. People start to wear like lots of plaid and red.
I mean Christmas is red.
Shiny velvet. You can feel it when you see the people. Back home I'm wearing the same clothes, really.
So back home, we wear, as we said earlier, we wear the new clothes and everything. Since I got here, I've been always wearing the Christmas cardigan.
Oh yeah?
I do that every year.
That's really nice.
the
For Christmas Day.
different cardigans for Christmas.
That's nice.
That's
your tradition now.
That's really nice. What do you prefer? Because you've got family here.
Do you do the matching pajamas?
We've done it before. Okay, to be honest, that's a very difficult question for me because I have family, which is my nuclear family here, and then I have my family back home. So I can't tell you which one I prefer. Like we say, the energy is more, the vibe is more for me back home because in Africa, every time is party time, But then here, there's this personal sentiment of seeing my kids opening gifts the morning before. And then, like he said, we don't really match cardigans, but we try to, do some matchy stuff. She takes pictures of me and my family all the time. So, yes.
So you join them for the family?
Yeah, for the family, she's always there. So, I think that's the part of me that is here. Then there is the other part back home where it's so nostalgic, being there and remembering what we used to do when we were young. So,
have you taken your family back home for Christmas?
My husband, no, but my kids have had Christmas back home and they just played the whole day and ate the whole day.
Oh, that's nice. Just like everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming by. Thank you for talking to me about your Christmas.
Thank you for having us.
I'm going to lay down their channels on the screen and down in the description box below, so you can go ahead and check out their channels. and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe here as well. Now, tell me about, Christmas in your country, the traditions, if we have anything in similar or in common. Let me know in the comment section down below. Where are you spending Christmas this year? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.